Sha Tin on Wednesday night for a 9-race programme, 8 of which are on the all-weather. We do have one sole race on the turf as well, and that race is on the C course over the 1400 metres Class 5. I'm Andrew Lejeune. I'm joined by Tom Wood, race caller, and form analyst Paul Lally to look at Wednesday afternoon's action. Tom, and some good races to finish the programme.
Yeah, there is, Andrew. Races 8 and 9, one over the 1200 metres and one over the 1650 for the Class 2 gallopers with an extended rating bank. Pretty even card through the course of the night. Not often we have 3 Class 5 races on a programme.
No, one of those was the turf races as well. Paul, jackpots, what have we got?
Yeah, we've got setting the pools in the quartet and the first 4 and the odd races 3, 5, 7 and 9. So there is that's going to be 800,000 per race. So a little bit of extra incentive there to have a bet on that type of bet type. That's always a popular one.
Okay, all right. We'll start into the action. This is meeting number 68 of the season. There's no Alexia Bedell. He's out through suspension. We start off with a Class 4 over the 1200 metres. The field headed by Flying High. Only just missed Wonderful Warrior, beating a nose over the 1000 metres on the turf last time out. All-weather first time for him. Angels Hunter, just his third start in the class, but he's been well down the field on his 5 starts so far. Jazz Steed is a winner 3 times on the turf at Happy Valley. Spontaneous, or a 3-time winner at Happy Valley. All is good makes his debut. We got the Best Hero, does bring some winning form to the table. One last time out course and distance, gets barrier number 1. Fantasy Spring for me, Choi Karis Teton from 7. He's onto the all-weather for the first time. And Chiron blinkers off, cheek pieces go back on. Eligible for Class 5. They take the 114 here from barrier 10 with Wagner Borges in the saddle, Tom.
Yeah, speed possibly only moderate here. All is good as a newcomer. His gate speed's been okay in his trials. Fantasy Spring now, he's had 2 trials coming into this, and he led in that recent trial. Might have been a little bit keen. Remembering the last time we raced under the lights, Paul, on the all-weather, the track was rated fast on that occasion. Yeah,
and he's got blinkers on for the first time, which will help him. I thought the Best Hero will get a nice run, and Spontaneous has been working well on the surface. He won't be far away either.
Yeah, it was very wet on Sunday at Sha Tin. As we sit here right now, it's actually been quite a warm, dry and breezy day as well. So hopefully if it stays dry, the track should ride as good. We'll start off, Tom, with Flying High, Yi Chong Brave. Just misses here. Wonderful Warrior ran on the weekend and didn't win anyway, finished a little bit further back. But how do you rate his chances now switching surface? Yeah,
but the horse on Wonderful Warriors outside did win. That was Chevelle Valley. And look, he was really hammering home here over the late stages of this race. He's a 13-start maiden, Paul. He was beyond midfield, but really got after Wonderful Warrior here late and just missed.
Yeah, no, and it was a very good run from him. He's got to carry top weight. Now, it's only 129, but he's got barrier 8 as well. So different surface, different set of circumstances here.
All right, Spontaneous, we'll move on to Paul. This is him finishing third over the 1200 metres. This is last time out behind Saquin, who came out on the weekend and won again.
Yeah, so he's really franked that form, hasn't he? Now, he's been a disappointing horse this season, Spontaneous. He did win 3 of his 5 starts the previous season and looked really good. This is his first glimpse of form. He's a horse that always works well on the surface, so he's one I have included.
Yeah, he just wouldn't settle last time out. He was keen, but he still stayed on pretty well considering. Now, he's had a recent trial on the surface, and he was 4th in that trial behind the unbeaten Lucky Sway Ness. So I'm going to give him another chance here, Spontaneous.
What about the first starter, Tom? All is good. He's a 3-year-old by press statement. Francis Lloyd Zach Purton from barrier 11.
He was an English Yearling for 65,000. He had 5 trials in Australia with Peter Roble. He did win one of them at Wyong. He's a full brother to Steel Win, who goes around later on in the programme, and his gate speed's been okay, and he was pushed along a little bit here, Paul, but I didn't mind him at all.
I think he's really forward. He's had 6 trials. He's 1170 pounds. He's drawn wide, so I think they'll be positive and push forward on him. Full brother, as you say, to Steel Win, so he should handle the surface, and his trials suggest that as well.
Francis Lloyd and Zach Purton, their stats as well this season, outstanding. 52 starts for 19 wins and 9 second placings as well. So that's certainly a positive. The Best Hero, though, Paul, 1.6 and your money back.
Yeah, he's come up pretty sure. I'm going to take him on here with my each-way play for the meeting. Fantasy Spring, he's trialled really well. The blinkers on for the first time. And coming to the surface, I think he can get to the front. So he's currently, what is the price? 16 and 4. He's on top. The Best Hero in there for second. All is good, the first starter. And Spontaneous back onto the surface for the second time. 11, 7, 5 and 4 for me.
Yeah, I also like number 11 here, Fantasy Spring, who's got the blinkers going on. He got checked badly last time out down the side at Sha Tin over the 1200 metres. Was only beaten 2 3/4, so he recovered quite well there, I thought. And he's got the lightweight on his back, and he has trialled okay coming into with us. So hopefully he can produce his best Fantasy Spring Me Choice. Spontaneous will give him another chance. All is good on debut. And the Best Hero, first up for 220 days, has trialled well and did win that trial easily by 3.5 lengths, but I'll take him on. I think he might come up a little short. 11, 4, 5 and 7.
Fantasy Spring worked to enter my numbers as well. I thought the Best Hero off that trial would probably go pretty close, but I don't fancy the 1.6 much as it stands at this point in time. That's race 1, a Class 4 over the 1200 metres.